Divorce ultimatum. Harry wants to make peace and Meghan wants to fight. Sussex split on the horizon thanks to royal racist row. Hello and a very warm welcome to Kate Middleton and the Queen. Well, folks, as usual, one of the biggest challenges in reporting on Meghan and Harry is sifting through the BS and trying to figure out what's really going on. We are hearing all these reports that the two of them are trying to reconcile with the royals because, well, they're running out of options. But as usual, it's difficult to tell what is just Meghan trying to manifest and what's fact. In the latest issue of the National Enquirer, which is a U.S. tabloid but has a history of being spot on, there's an article claiming that Meghan is forbidding Harry from trying to make peace with his family, that she's wanting this rift to continue, and Harry's the one really trying to reconcile. Right there on the cover, we've got Meghan divorce ultimatum, firestorm over racist royals. It's me or them. And honestly, folks, I wouldn't be surprised if there is some truth to this story. So, for one, I do believe that it's really Harry pushing for peace with the royals. Because let's be honest here, he misses his family, he misses his homeland. Meghan took him away from everything he has ever known and moved him to Hollywood, where he simply doesn't fit in. He's like a fish out of water. There are so many reports out claiming that Harry is absolutely miserable in California, and we can see that. I mean, just think about the look that he has on his face whenever we see him out in public with Meghan. So I absolutely believe that he's trying to get back in with his family. He wants to go back home. Meghan, on the other hand, I doubt it. Even though we have been seeing reports claiming that Meghan wants to reconcile with the royals amid financial woes, I don't believe that she's willing to swallow her pride. See, Meghan hates the royal family. That much she has made clear. She can't stand being among them because she knows she can't be the one in charge. She has to call all the shots. That's really important to her narcissistic personality. Meghan is simply unwilling to put herself in a situation where she can't be the one in charge. And that's why she's never going to return to the UK. Even Scooby Doo said that in Endgame. He wrote that Meghan Markle is not willing to come back to the UK because she doesn't want to get caught up in the royal soap opera again. And even though we know it's her orchestrating the whole royal soap opera, I do believe that's something that she would say. Meghan sees herself as being above the royals, so she's not going to put herself in any situation in which she would be expected to curtsy to William or Catherine, especially. I believe it's also 100% safe to assume that Meghan Markle at least okayed what Scooby Doo put in the Dutch translation of his book, where he named the members of the royal family who supposedly made some racist comment about artificial skin color before he was born. I don't believe for a second that Scooby Doo was acting alone. I believe that not only did Meghan supply him with that information, she also encouraged him to sneak it into the Dutch translation. She thought they could avoid blame that way, and it looks like so far they are avoiding blame. Of course, the palace is slow to respond. I do believe they're going to respond eventually, but we don't know how. One question we still don't know the answer to, though, is did Harry approve of what Scooby Doo put in Endgame? Something tells me no. This was all Meghan. Honestly, I believe the reports claiming that Harry wants a face to face meeting with his father, that he's trying to come home for Christmas, that he wants Archofficial and Invisibet to spend more time with his family. I think for Harry, the truth is plain to see. It's not working out well for him in California. Harry is never going to be happy with the life that he and Meghan have in Hollywood. So his choices now are to remain in this miserable situation or try to find a way to escape. Unsurprisingly, it sounds like Meghan is not going to let him get away easy. As the National Enquirer reports, outraged Duchess Meghan is vowing to divorce her hapless hubby Prince Harry if he tries to back away from explosive charges her in-laws King Charles and Princess Kate made horrid remarks about their babies being black. That's according to palace insiders who spoke with the National Enquirer. I suspect there might be some truth to this, because let's remember, Harry has already tried to back away from these claims. Earlier this year, when he was promoting Spare, he was the one who said that he and Meghan never called the family racist. He claimed they were just talking about unconscious bias. I mean, same difference if you ask me. But see, I think even for somebody like Harry, calling his family racist is a line he doesn't want to cross. He knows it's not true, and he knows how damaging that allegation is. On some level, even Harry realizes that completely destroying his relationship with his family is not a good move. But see, Meghan doesn't care. Stirring up chaos for her has been very lucrative, so she's going to keep it going. Megan doesn't care if it's a lie or if it's the truth. She's going to promote whichever narrative she thinks people are interested in hearing, because she believes that's going to lead to more fame and money for herself. Megan has already burned every bridge back to the royal family to an absolute crisp, so at this point, she's not worried about maintaining any kind of relationship with them. As always, she's just looking out for herself. And according to the National Enquirer, Meghan is absolutely forbidding Harry from trying to make up with his family. Reportedly, she is forcing him to choose between her and the invisible children and their life in Montecito or his family back in the UK. According to a high level courtier who spoke with the National Enquirer, Harry's been told in no uncertain terms it's me or them. Meghan has made it clear she wants no part of the monarchy, and that means Harry must stay away too. I'm told she threatened to divorce him if he made peace with his family. Honestly, folks, this is exactly the kind of thing we see in these narcissistic, abusive relationships. I believe this 100%. Meghan Markle cannot stand the idea that somebody else might have influence over Harry, and that's why she is forbidding him to make peace with his family. She knows that if he reestablishes that connection with his father and his brother especially, her grasp on him is going to start slipping, and she can't have that. For abusive narcissists like Meghan, maintaining that control over their victims is paramount. While Harry has certainly dished more than enough dirt on his family and done more than enough to deserve to be ostracized forever, I do believe Meghan has been the driving force in this whole trash the royals for money scheme. I mean, it makes sense after all. Before Meghan entered his life, Harry had a good relationship with everybody in his family. But Meghan has never had a healthy relationship with her own family. I mean, even before she and Harry got together, she had already cut a lot of them out of her life. And then, after she married Harry, she proceeded to cut her father out of her life, her mother's whole side of the family, basically everyone except her mother. It's no secret that family values are not very important to Meghan in spite of what she said. The National Enquirer source basically said the same thing. Quote, Harry has dished piles of dirt on his family too, even accusing William of violence. But lately, he's been looking to thaw relations with his father at least. But it appears Meghan's put her foot down hard. She's done with the royals. I see this also being a kind of self protective gesture from Meghan. The truth is, the royals are done with her. They're never going to let her get near them again. But instead of accepting that and accepting that she made a big mistake when she decided to make a career out of trashing them, it's much easier for Meghan to try to save face by saying, well, I didn't want to have anything to do with you either. Now, on some level, I'm sure Meghan understands that without her connection to the royal family, she's nothing. She's a nobody. And that's why we keep on hearing reports that she's about to reinvent herself. She's going to reveal something big. She doesn't have anything going on. That's the truth of the matter. All she can really do is try to string people along with these vague proclamations that something is about to happen. It also sounds like people at the palace are not buying this story that Meghan doesn't want to be involved in the royal soap opera. Come on. Meghan just doesn't want to go back because she'll never be the star. And after Endgame, Meghan needs to go ahead and let go of any remaining hope that she had that she could once again join the royal family. As the insider reports, Team Sussex is claiming they had nothing to do with the book or revealing the names. But frankly, no one is buying it. It smacks of the ultimate revenge of a spurned actress who wanted to be the brightest star in the royal heavens. That's what's so funny to me about Meghan trying to claim that she and Harry had nothing to do with Endgame and Scooby Doo trying to claim the same. As Judge Judy, one of my favorite TV personalities ever once said, don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. One thing Harry and Meghan love to do that completely turns people off is they act like we're all a bunch of idiots, like they can just tell any old lie and we're going to absolutely believe what they say because they said it. I mean, no, nobody is that gullible. It does not take a genius to figure out what is going on in this situation, that Meghan wanted top billing. She thought that she should be the one calling the shots. And when she found out that could never happen because she was joining a centuries old traditional family, she pitched a fit and she left. It's her way or the highway. As the source explains, Meghan believed she was joining the family as a self made career woman and philanthropist who would outshine the stuffy royals. But it didn't work out that way. She refused to play second fiddle to Princess Kate, who outranks her in the social order as the future queen. Being told she'd have to curtsy to Kate was likely the last straw. See, Meghan just didn't understand, or rather refused to understand, how the royal hierarchy worked. She believed that she and Harry were the most popular royals, and so someday they should be king and queen. It's a completely ridiculous idea, but Meghan is a completely ridiculous person. Because Meghan truly believes that her truth, her subjective experience, is more important than, as Harry put it, so called objective reality. Meghan has a very entitled attitude. I mean, I think if we knew the truth of what she really believes, we would be absolutely horrified. It's completely out of this world. Another thing that just makes me chuckle is I really believe that Meghan thought the royals were going to be the ones feeling sorry after she and Harry left. Why did she believe that, though? Why did she believe that she and Harry were so important? Sure, right after she joined the family, she and Harry were popular, but very quickly they ruined that popularity for themselves with all their hateful attacks and all their whining. So, the way I see it, Harry has got two choices here. He can either continue to stay with Meghan and continue to submit to her, or he can act like a real man for once in his life and finally make a good choice and choose his family over Meghan. I mean, if he really wants to have a future for himself, he has got to get away from her. I don't see any way forward for him if he stays with Meghan and Montecito. At this point, he's got no career. He has no career possibilities. Meghan is only thinking about herself. She's not going to throw him a bone. For right now, I guess he and Megan are still living off some of his inheritance money, but it's running out. It's running out quickly. I think the two of them are facing some severe financial problems right now. And I suspect that's also why we're hearing reports that they're considering moving away from Montecito. They claim it's because Megan needs to be closer to LA so that she can land all these big deals that aren't coming her way, I guess. I'm still not sure why they need to be closer to people who don't want to work with them. But anyway, that's what we're hearing. I'm pretty sure, though, it's because they can no longer afford that McMansion they bought in Montecito. They can't afford the house payments anymore. And it's not only the mortgage they've got to pay for the upkeep, for all the staff. It's not cheap. Harry also does not know how to make money on his own. I mean, come on. His entire life, he had everything paid for by his family. So, when facing financial difficulties, of course, his first instinct is to go back to daddy and ask for a handout. But apparently, Megan is not going to allow that. According to the insider, now she wants no part of the royals and she's demanding the same for Harry. But Meghan has made quite a reputation for herself as a lazy grifter, so I don't see how she's going to make money for the family. According to Scooby Doo Doo and Endgame, Harry is ready to forget the 4 year family feud, and he's even given up on this so called apology that he was wanting at one point in time. Scooby Doo quoted Harry as saying, "At this point, who cares, right?" If this information is true, this would be the most sensible thing Harry has done in quite a long time. And I'm not surprised to hear that Meghan is upset about this. For Meghan, this 4 year bitter feud is all she's got. So, according to the insider, Meghan's hellbent on showing the royals they made a big mistake by not embracing her. Harry making up with his family has no part in her plan, and she's threatening to divorce him if he dares cross her. She'll go after a $40 million settlement and full custody of Archie and his little sister Lilibet. With that ultimatum in play, there will be no reconciliation anytime soon. Look, we know this divorce has been in the cards, well, ever since they got together. This relationship from the get go was unsustainable. Meghan and Harry don't strike me as people who can really support each other in difficult times. And times have been pretty difficult for them for quite some time now. I'm sure they've turned on each other. I'm sure that Meghan is blaming Harry for the situation they have found themselves in. But really, it's both of their faults. They are both culpable in this whole mess. Naturally, the only solution Harry can see to their problems is to run back to his family. But Megan, on the other hand, let's look at how she has dealt with trouble in the past. She's found some new man to attach herself to. And I suspect that's exactly what's going on here. She's already on the hunt. And as soon as she finds her next victim, then it'll be very easy to divorce Harry. She'll just claim that he chose his family over her. And then she can walk away with her head held high, or so she thinks. And you, what do you think about these Sussex divorce rumors? Do you think Meghan is getting ready to leave Harry if he goes back to his family? Let me know what you think below in the comments section. Again, if you've got time, please go over to the King Charles channel and report them again, so hopefully we can put an end to this nonsense once and for all. Thank you so much for your support. As always, if you enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to like and share it with anybody else who would enjoy it too, and please don't forget to subscribe to Kate Middleton and the Queen. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day, and I'll be back to see you in the next videos.